What is a claims adjuster? So, a claims adjuster is ultimately someone who's going to investigate insurance claims. So, you can have claims for pretty much anything. You can have claims for what we're working with, homeowner claims from a catastrophe, so weather. So, whenever a hurricane or tornado, things like that come, we are ultimately the ones that are going to go inspect those homes to see what damages have occurred and what liability the insurance needs to pay based off of your policy. Then you have auto claims. So, obviously, if you're in a car accident, the adjuster would come and look at the damages, see who's at fault for that car accident, and ultimately pay out based on the liability of the insurance company. There are so many types of claims. You can have pet claims, cruise claims, you can have workers' comp claims, you could have marine claims. Anything that has insurance connected to it can ultimately, a claims adjuster could do that job to ultimately say, hey, this is the loss or this is the damages, and this is what the insurance company owes. So, in a nutshell, basically, a claims adjuster is going to investigate the claim to determine if the insurance company owes the customer money or not. Okay. So, investigations can include the following. They can include you completing the estimate, whether that's virtually or on site. So, a lot of adjusters work remotely, and so they can complete their inspections virtually. They'll send the insured a link, and then it's like a FaceTime, and you're able to complete that inspection, from your home. So, that's really cool. Or you'll have a field adjuster who goes physically on site. They're physically touching, seeing the damages, and meeting the insured in person. Okay. Then you're going to review the photos, right? So you're going to look at all the photos, see what damages. You're going to gather all the photos and any corresponding information that could connect to support the claim being supported. Then you're going to talk to insureds. You're going to ask them their side of the story, whether that was a weather-related event caused damages, or if they're saying someone rear-ended them. You're going to get their testimonials, get the testimonies of any witnesses. Any weather reports also are going to contribute to helping you pay for this claim, right? So you're really going to be gathering as much information as you can to say if we're going to pay them, or unfortunately, you can also deny things. So if we are not in the wrong and we're not for liability, or they didn't have insurance at the time, or they have an endorsement that excludes something, then that is when denial letters could get issued. You'll also end up writing estimates, whether that's an Xactimate or Symbility if you're on the property side. And then for auto, they have their own system, CCC, and GenNext, things like that. And then you'll even do like supplements. So supplements are where we've written the estimate, the contractor or the public adjuster disagrees, and now you have to go and basically go line by line through all of those line items to figure out, is this thing actually warranted? Do we need to add this to our estimate? And you're ultimately the person that's making that decision. The claims adjuster is going to be somebody who makes the decision on if we are going to ultimately cover something or not. And you need to be able to pull that trigger to say, yes, based off this policy, we owe for this, or no, based off your policy, this is a denial. Okay.